Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. I am truly happy to have you here with me today. Whether you are listening while walking, relaxing at home, or on your way to work or school, I appreciate that you are spending time with us. In this podcast, we are going to dive deep into the world of English learning and also explore a topic that touches every human being at some point: love and relationships. Before we begin today's episode, I have a couple of important questions for you. I want you to really think about them, maybe pause this podcast for a few moments, and reflect. Firstly, what are the biggest problems or challenges you face while learning English? Is it grammar? Is it vocabulary? Maybe you struggle with pronunciation or lack confidence when speaking. Whatever your challenge is, know that you are not alone. Many learners around the world face the same difficulties. Secondly, what is the best advice you have ever received about learning English or about life in general? I would love to hear your answers, so please feel free to comment below or send us a message. Let's begin with the first part of our podcast: improving English and the common challenges people face. Learning English, or any new language, is a journey. It is filled with excitement in the beginning, especially when you start learning new words and you can say basic sentences. But as you move forward, you begin to realize that the road is not so smooth. There are many bumps along the way. One of the most common challenges is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged, fear of speaking in public. This fear often stops learners from practicing, which then slows their progress. Another big challenge is understanding grammar rules. English grammar can be confusing, especially when you compare it with your native language. For example, the use of tenses, prepositions, articles like a and the, or subject-verb agreement can create a lot of confusion. And then comes pronunciation. English words are not always pronounced the way they are written. For example, the word enough ends with oof, but sounds like oof. This kind of inconsistency can be frustrating for learners. Listening is another area where many learners struggle. You may find it hard to understand native speakers because they speak fast, use slang, or have different accents. Watching English movies or listening to native conversations can be helpful, but without guidance, it can be overwhelming. Also, learners often have difficulty thinking in English. They try to translate from their native language in their head before speaking, which slows down their response time. One more major issue is lack of practice. Language is like a muscle. You have to use it regularly to make it stronger. If you only study grammar rules but don't actually speak or write in English, you won't see much improvement. That is why it is so important to make English a part of your daily life. You can talk to yourself in English, describe things around you, write a daily journal, or find a language partner to practice with. Now let's talk about motivation. In the beginning, everyone is motivated. But over time, as challenges pile up, motivation starts to drop. Some people give up because they feel they are not improving fast enough. Others stop because they don't see the value anymore. This is why having a strong reason, a personal why, is so important. Maybe you want to study abroad, get a better job, or travel the world. Keep that reason in your heart and remind yourself of it every day. Now that we have talked about English learning, let's transition into the second part of our podcast: love and relationships. Why are we talking about this topic in an English learning podcast? Because love, emotions, and relationships are a part of real life, and language is used to express these feelings. Also, talking about emotional topics helps you learn how to express complex thoughts and feelings in English, which is an important skill. Relationships are beautiful, but they are also complicated. Whether it is between lovers, friends, or family members, relationships take time, understanding, communication, and patience. One of the biggest problems in any relationship is lack of communication. And here is where your English skills come in. If you are in a relationship where English is the common language, then learning to express yourself clearly is essential. Let's say you have a partner from another country, and English is the language you both use. If you don't know how to express your feelings properly, misunderstandings can happen. You might say something that sounds rude or confusing. That's why practicing emotional vocabulary is important. Words like disappointed, excited, confused, betrayed, thankful, and others. Knowing how to say how you feel can prevent many problems. Also, relationships teach us life lessons that can help in language learning. For example, patience. Just as a relationship needs time to grow, your English skills need time to develop. You must be patient with yourself. Another lesson is listening. Good communication in relationships means really listening to what the other person is saying. The same goes for language learning. Listening carefully helps you understand not just the words, but also the emotions and intentions behind them. Let's take an example. Imagine a couple, one from Brazil and the other from India. They both speak English, but it's not their first language. When they fight or have a misunderstanding, they try to express everything in English. Sometimes they struggle. One says something, the other misunderstands. But with time, they learn how to explain their feelings better. They learn to say things like, "I didn't mean to hurt you," or, "Can we talk about what happened earlier?" These are powerful phrases that can save a relationship. In this podcast, we also want to share small dialogues and real-life conversations that you can use. For example, "I feel really happy when we spend time together." "Can we talk about what's bothering you?" "I understand you're upset. Let's try to find a solution." "Thank you for always being there for me." Using these phrases in your conversations can not only improve your English, but also make your relationship stronger. Remember, language is more than grammar. It's a bridge between hearts. Now let's talk about the emotional side of relationships. Love can make us feel happy, but it can also bring sadness. And when you feel emotional, it can be hard to find the right words. This is why learning emotional vocabulary is helpful. Words like heartbroken, lonely, jealous, peaceful, content, and hopeful can help you describe your emotions. Let's say your partner forgot your birthday. You can say, "I felt hurt when you forgot my birthday." That's much better than getting angry and silent. Or if you want to say how much you care, you can say, "Being with you makes me feel loved and appreciated." Love also teaches us about respect. Respecting someone's feelings, opinions, and space is a big part of a healthy relationship. The same respect is important when speaking English. Respect your journey. Respect your pace. Don't compare yourself with others. Everyone learns at their own speed. Now, here's a small task for you. Think of a person you care about deeply. Try writing a short paragraph in English about how you feel about them. Use emotional words. Talk about a memory or moment that was special to you. This is a great way to practice your writing and emotional expression. In today's episode, we covered two very important parts of life: language and love. We talked about the common challenges of learning English, like grammar confusion, fear, pronunciation, and lack of practice. We also talked about how emotions and relationships connect with language learning and how you can grow in both areas by learning to express yourself better. Before I end today's podcast, I want to remind you that you are doing great. You are already better than you were yesterday. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep loving. Life is a beautiful journey, and language is one of the most powerful tools we have to connect, to heal, and to grow. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this podcast, please comment below with your answers to the questions I asked at the beginning. What challenges do you face while learning English? And what is the best advice you have ever received? Also, don't forget to subscribe and share this with a friend who is also on their English learning journey. Until next time, take care and keep shining.